Bandit level 16 is a level designed to get you to start using nmap. So nmap is a port scanning utility. It's really great. It does a lot of things, and you'll probably be using it quite a bit if you're going to be doing pen testing or network scanning and things like that. Let's take a look at what we're looking for in this level. We want to submit our current password to a port on localhost somewhere between ports 31,000 and 32,000. It wants us to first find out which have a server listening on them. Let's take a look real quick at we can take a look at the man page for nmap. It's pretty extensive. It gives you a lot of information, and it also provides a couple of examples here. I think the man page for this is pretty extensive. I like to just use the help page. Let's take a look at I think it's just -h. Will give us some help. It gives us a few examples down here at the bottom, but if we scroll up a little bit, we see that a lot of the options in terms of target specification, host discovery, scan techniques, all these things are really useful, but we're just going to focus on a couple of them right now, and those are to specify our well, the first one is to specify our port range. So let's jump out of this and let's go and use nmap, and all we need to do is specify the target first, so that's localhost, and we're going to specify our ports, which is -p, and we can just put in our ports here, so 31,000 to 32,000, and run our scan. That ran a scan. It's pretty fast in terms of those ports, so we can see that there are 5 open ports in that 31,000 range. So what we could do is just try to connect to those using openssl and see which ones give us a response. But we want to learn a little bit more about what is behind those services. So to do that, we can take another look. Let's take another look at the nmap man page or help page here. And we want to learn more about some of the detection, like what services are running on that. So to do that, we can look down here at the service/version detection. I think our best bet is going to be running this -sv command. So that probes open ports to determine service and version info. Let's go back to our previous command and just add a -sv to the end. This is going to take a little bit more time because we're looking for a little bit more information on those specific ports. So doing a -sv will, see if we can just scroll up while this is running here. Probes open ports to determine service and version information. There are a few different options we can do. I think out of the box, it just does every probe, I think. It doesn't really say, but there are several different ways to use this. I like just doing the -sv. Again, it does add a little bit of time, but gives you that good information about what could be running on those services, or on those ports, I should say. While nmap is running, by the way, if you just hit enter, you get a little bit more information about how much time has passed, how the scan's going. The estimated time to completion is a little bit of it can be misleading. I don't think there's necessarily 35 seconds remaining, but there certainly could be. And you can, hit this again and, see it as it goes through the various ports. So what we're going to be looking for is which of these ports are using SSL and which aren't. When we get that information back, we can use that to narrow down what we're looking for here. All right, okay, our scan has completed and we can see the results. So from the first time, we just got the port, the state, and we didn't get the service or version information. We can see that from here, we see that a couple of these services are running SSL. One is just giving us this echo back, but we can see that on port 31790, we get quite a bit of information back that indicates that nmap has been submitting information or submitting data to this port and has been receiving these wrong, please enter the correct password results. That gives us a little bit of a clue that this might be the port we want to use to submit our current password and get the password for the next level. Just like in the previous level, Bandit 15, we're going to use openssl to connect to that port. So let's do openssl. We're going to set it in our client mode, so that's sclient, and -connect. We're going to connect to localhost, and we're going to specify our port of 31790. So we'll hit enter there, and again we get a lot of information on our connection or what we're connecting to. So let's take our password from this current level, and we're going to paste it in here and hit enter. And instead of getting a password for the next level, you see that we get this private key. A couple things we can do with this. Obviously we want to copy this, and we can use a text editor to save this data. So let's just paste this in here, and we're just going to save. And I'm going to put this in Bandit folder, and we're going to call it Bandit 18.pem for our private key. We can close this. There's another way we can do this as well, and that's through vim. We could also just do vim. Well, let's copy this. I guess we have this copied already. We can exit and close our connection, and we can just do vim/documents, documents, bandit, and we can just specify our file name. And I guess I actually meant to call it bandit 17, not 18. So let's just call it this. And we open up this a vim terminal, and we can basically just paste whatever we want right into here. If we just hit like that, we're good to go. What we want to do next is hit escape and do a :WQ to save our file and get out of here. That's level 16. We're going to do a couple things with this file to log into level 17. We're going to be using our SSL or SSH connection to Bandit, and we're going to specify that we need to use this key. Before that, we're also going to need to change some permissions on it, so I'll get into that in the next video. Thanks for watching.